someone that's been very, very near to Brenton and Ann is Dr. Bob Soderblom, known as Dr. Bob. And so Dr. Bob will share a memory or two at this time.
Well, recently there have been just too many deaths in our immediate family.
Yes.
Death obviously is inevitable, but not looked forward to. I think of Jan, who was her brother's wife that died recently. I think of Alice, my wife, who died recently, Ann's sister. I think of Jerry, Ann's brother, who died recently. And then my sister, who just died on 4 April, all recently. Inevitable. It comes. And I think of the words of the last hymn, the last stanza of the hymn that you've all sung. And I don't know about you, that when things like this happen, illnesses and catastrophes, paradise, whatever it might be, the words of a hymn, the words of Scripture become more personalized.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it say that. You sang them before, you read them before,
Yeah.
but they become personalized. And so this hymn you'll recognize, and Lord, haste the day when all our faith will become sight. You're going to see it. The clouds will be rolled back as a scroll.
Amen.
Can you see that? The trumpet shall resound and the Lord shall descend. Even so, despite all of this, paradise, death, illness, you're going to be able to say, it is well with my soul.
It is.
Yes.
That gives us courage to live for the day. Right now we live with memories. Wonderful memories. Playbacks. It's Hollywood all over, day after day. And as I think back, I first met Ann and Brent after Alice and I were married in 1960. Ann and Brent were here in California. Marriage was in New York State. They couldn't come. All the rest of the Lastine family were there. But we first met Ann and Brent after we came back here to attend medical school in Illinois. And therefore, it was in about 1960, 1961, I can still remember climbing into that 1952 cheap Chevrolet car that we were able to afford. And driving away from Loma Linda, where I was just saturated with learning anatomy and physiology. Almost sick of it by then.
Yeah.
But driving up to that beautiful town of Paradise in the Pines. And going to that little house that they bought in '55, where we crammed ourselves in with them to spend a weekend of meeting Ann and Brent for the first time. And so it began. I went ahead and finished medical school and went into service, Air Force, and on to internship and residency and fellowship and so on. But as the years went by, we would come back and forth to Paradise, and they would come down to Ukiah, California, with their kids. And I think they can remember the plays that the kids used to put on. My wife Alice, her sister, had accumulated all these old clothes, female and male, I guess, and hats, and they would garb up in these things, and they would have a play on the front lawn with the Wise family up the street and so on. Ridiculous, but memorable. Memories. You all have them yourselves. I can remember a family reunion that we had in our house in Ukiah when, again, all of Ann's family came. It was a Lastine family reunion. and we put big signs on the refrigerator with assignments for everyone to do. They weren't going to come to my house and just sit and eat. No. They had to do their part. So Brent, I think, was given an assignment, something very menial but meaningful, like to pump the septic tank or something like that. Something ridiculous like that. But we just had fun. Memories. Play dates. Another family reunion held more recently for the Lastine family back in Indiana. We all gathered together, had a great time. Nothing like the family reunion that we're going to have someday.
Yes.
When it's not just going to be the Soderblooms and the Lastines, but it's going to be people from all faiths
That's right. Amen.
who will join together.
Amen.
For the Lord shall descend. Dead in Christ will rise first. And we which are alive, which is us right now, shall be caught up. And we're going to be there forever. We went on a trip to New England. Jerry and Jan. That's her brother and sister-in-law. Alice and myself, and Brent, and Ann. And now they were retired. Retired minister and his wife, retired lab technician. Now, I had gotten to be a doctor, and occasionally they make a little money once in a while. And we had a little more than they did, and of course I just enjoyed going to some of the nice restaurants and that. And each of us were paying our own way. And I think it got a little expensive at the time at these bed and breakfasts, but we had a good time seeing New England in the fall. Brent used to always say about my wife, Alice, "You're my favorite." I'm not sure what favorite of what, but you're my favorite. And because she was my wife, that made me feel much more attached to my Alice.
Yeah.
When they celebrated their 50th anniversary here in Paradise, we remarried them. I think it was the Whalens or something home, out in the backyard.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we put a ball and chain around them, brought them up to the altar in the garden there, and we pronounced them husband and wife for the 50th time. What? Yeah, okay. And then we were all together up here in Paradise when we celebrated both of their 90th birthday. I'm saying all this is because even though he or she is gone from planet Earth, enjoy the memories.
Yes.
And more as I get older, I remember the song, "We Have This Moment," that we hold in our hand. It's just like sand going like through our fingers. But we have this moment. Make the most of every moment. Whether you're out there working, whether you're out there studying, whether you're in an assisted care living facility. Make this moment count. And then someday, you're going to still have those memories, I think. But you're going to enjoy its depth. I think of some of the non-biblical sayings that people have said about when the sunset comes. Say not in grief, he is no more, but live in the thankfulness that he was.
Here, here.
How lucky we are to have someone that makes saying goodbye so hard. Grief is the price we pay for love. It is not the length of life, but the depth of life that counts. The song is ended, but the melody lingers. Death is not extinguishing the light. It is putting out the lamp because the dawn has come. And finally, we have shed tears, you have shed tears for many people over the years, and will continue to do so until that glorious day. You can shed tears that he is gone, or you can smile because he has lived. We're told that time will come when the skies will be full, the trumpet will sound, and we will be reunited as families of once.
Amen. Right.
The best is yet to come. God bless you.